Good afternoon, students. And yesterday we discussed about strictly binary tree, and we already discussed about strictly binary tree, then complete binary tree, and also discussed about almost complete binary tree. So here, complete binary tree means it is a strictly binary tree whose leaves are at level D. So here at level D, these all contains two nodes. So a 2 power d denotes at every depth d and 2 power d minus 1 non-leaf nodes. So 2 power d minus 1 non-leaf nodes means see here. So there are only for d for this graph. What is the height is here? 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 2 power 3. 7 nodes. So this is a heft. So at non-leaf nodes are 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a complete binary tree. So if the complete binary tree has 2 power d nodes, so 2 power d means 2 power 3, that equal to 8 nodes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. The complete binary tree, 2 power d nodes at every depth d and 2 power d minus 1 non-leaf nodes. So 2 power d minus 1 non-leaf. So this is a complete binary tree. Okay, clear students? Next, see binary tree representation. I already told you this is the linked representation of binary tree. And yesterday we also discussed about array representation. Okay. So just wait. See here, yesterday we see the binary tree representation in this here. So see, this one is array representation. Okay, so this is left skewed binary tree, and we can represent the right skewed binary tree. This is the right skewed binary, there is only one path, either left or right. We call it as a left skewed binary or right skewed binary. So already told you starts with 0 and left direction 1, then 2. If you array here taken 1, so you can start here 1. Okay, 2, next 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here there is no left and right, but also you can represent the serial number on left, right, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So in this way, how to represent the binary in array. Okay. So next we move to the linked representation. We already discussed about linked representation. So the linked representation, we see the diagram here. So this is our tree and this is linked representation. It has two nodes B and C. So the address of B is stored here, the address of C is stored here. And B has two nodes D and E. So the address of D is stored here. The address of C is here. E does not contain any left and right cells, so replace with null. Okay, D contains two nodes H and I. So these addresses are stored. Otherwise, you represent with null. This is the binary representation using linked. Next one is binary tree traversal. So here traversal will be nothing but the visiting the each node in the given tree. So we have three types of traversal are there: in order, pre-order, and post-order. Yesterday I already told you what is in order, what is pre-order, and what is post-order. In order means A plus B. Pre-order means plus AB. Post-order means AB plus. That is, A means left, plus means root or parent, B means right. Here root, left, right, here left, right, root. So in this way, you have to represent, you have to traverse the tree. Okay. So today we are going to discuss another example for traversing the tree. Just see. See here. So level and depth, this is the level. Okay, 0, level 0. So height is 3 or depth is also 3. Okay. Next see a complete binary. You already know 2 power d plus 1 minus 1 are complete is a fully binary. So the pre-order traversal, first see the pre-order traversal. So this is the tree. So what is pre-order traversal here? Pre-order traversal means you have to first visit the root, then left, then right. So what is the root here? Root or parent. So first we have to visit the root. So here first we visit the root, that is A. Okay. See the answer here. First one is A. Then the root or parent is B. See the diagram here. Because it is the parent, you can visit first priority given to the root or parent. So first we give root, then parent. After that, left side. So after parent is our then left side as D is there. So D is also parent. Then you visit here in this. This is our answer. Then after that D, then there give to left priority. Left priority is null here. Then we give to the right priority. Okay, G. Then you move upward and then move to visit the root node. Visit the node. So C is the node. So visit here. Next priority we given to the left one. So next we move to the left. So left is the parent, so right left here. Then we have after left, after parent, then we move to the left. So H. So then we move to the right, that is I. And then we move to the right. So here the answer is A, B, D, G, E, F, H. So in this you just remember that in pre-order the root is at first position. In pre-order the root is at first position. Here the root is here, that is at first position, because first priority given to the root, then left, then right. So for this pre-order orders here, first visit 7, okay, 7, then 6, then 4, then 3, then 5. Then we visit 10, then 8, 10, 13. Okay, clear students? So this is also here, first visit root A, then B, then D, then G, then H, then E, then I, then you visit F, J, C, F, J. Okay. So this is the algorithm for pre-order traversal. So this is the algorithm for pre-order. Algorithm pre-order visit B for each child W of E, pre-order W. Next T traverse for post-order. So post-order means first traverse the left subtree, then right subtree, then visit the root. So here what we have to do is in this what you have to do, first you have to visit the left, then right, then parent. So in overall tree, first left is A, from root to left, left is B, B has another left, that is D. So in the left there is no left is there, then we give priority to the right, that is G. So first you give priority to the G. Okay, then after G, then you have to give priority to the parent, that is D. Then you give priority to the right. So here there is no right, then you go priority to the parent, that is B. If there is right to the B, then we give priority to the right. If there is no right here, so give priority to the B only. After that, then move to right. Then if there is a left, you see the left here. So there is a left here H. So directly move to the H here. First is D, G, D, B, H. Then I here. I is right. Then we give parent to the parent E. Then that is left. Then there is a right child, as there is a right child is here. F. Then we give priority to the F. Then C. Then A. See here, in post-order traversal, the root node occur at last. In pre-order, the root node is visited first year. In post-order, the root node is visited at last. Okay, the root node is visited at last. So this is our final solution. Okay, any doubts, students? So for the example for this, see here, first we have to visit left. So here left, there is no left, so G. Okay. So in this example, see here, post-order traversal. First give priority to left, overall left is 3. So then right is there 5. Then parent 4. Then here there is no right there. That's why directly right 6. If there is right, you give priority right. Then we move up. Then priority to parent, then there is left, as left is there, then you give 8, 13, then right is 13, then give 10, then roots. Here in this, the root comes after last one. Okay. Next post order is over. In this also see the example here. First visit G, then H, then D. Then here there is a right here. So there is a left, you can visit left is not there. So you will I, then E, then you visit B. Okay. So I am writing the answer for this problem. So first to give priority left, that is G, then right H, then parent D. Then we prior to the left is our, then right, right is there E, and then we give prior to the left, left is not there, then prior to the right, that is I, then E, then giving to the B, then we prior to the right, right is there, then is there any left? Yes, there is a left, and that is the parent, and is there any left? No, there is a right child. So after B we represent with J, then represent with F, C, A. So this is our final solution. In this way, how to traverse the tree. Okay, students. Next, in-order traversal. So in-order traversal means first you have to visit the left child, then parent, then right child. So see first in this, what is the left child here? Left child, there is no left child. Then give priority to the parent, that is D. Then right child G. Then parent B, then parent A, then right child, yes, there is a left is there, so left is H, then parent E, then parent left child, right child I, then parent C, right child F. So in order traversal, the root node is comes in middle. The parent node, root node is comes, the root node we see in the middle. In pre-order first, in post-order last, in in-order center. Okay, clear students? Okay. So for this, see this for solution in order means first we had a left, that is 3, then parent 4, then right 5, here parent 6, then parent 7, okay 7, then left is 8, then parent 10, then 30. Okay. So this is the traversal of binary tree. Okay, next we move to the properties of binary tree. So, 1 minute. So here, in present now we discussed about introduction of trees, terminology represented, representation of tree we discussed, then we tree, binary tree is discussed, and properties of binary tree we are discussing now, and binary tree representation already discussed, linked representation, array representation, and binary tree traversal also discussed, pre-order, in order, post-order. Then just now we are going to discuss about properties of binary tree. So what are the properties of binary tree? So see here we have now focused on properties of binary tree. So binary tree have a maximum of maximum of nodes at level I if the level of the root node is 0. Okay, these are the properties. And when each node of a binary tree has one or two children, so the number of leaf nodes is one more than the number of nodes that have two children. So what does it means is when each node of a binary tree has one or two children, either maybe one child or two children, then the number of leaf nodes for that is one more than the number of nodes that have two children. So leaf nodes are more as compared to the two children. Okay. Then third point, so if there exists a maximum of nodes in a binary tree, is height is and the height of the leaf node is 1. Okay. So what does it mean? See, this is the properties. Just see, you can understand what does it mean. So here professor mentioning here first point is minimum number of nodes in a binary tree of height h is h plus 1. What is the first property? Minimum number of nodes in a binary tree of height h is h plus 1 nodes. So for example, if we have a tree is here, I am constructing one tree for property 1. Yes, here A is there, then B, and C, then D, then E. So what is the height of the tree here? Height of the tree is 0, this level 1, this level 2, this level 3, and this level 4. So total height is 4. So h equal to 4. So here h equal to height is 4, 4 plus 1, that equal to 5. So what does it mean? Minimum number of nodes in a binary tree of height h is h plus 1. So minimum number of nodes here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 nodes. So it is the binary tree. So it is one of the property. Okay, understand? So what does it means? What does it means? Means this memory means you want to construct a binary tree of height 4, you require 5 nodes. Okay, if you want to require, if you construct a binary tree of height 4, how many nodes you require? Minimum 5 nodes you require. To understand first point, if you construct a binary tree of height h, the minimum number of nodes you required is 4 plus 1, that is 5 nodes. First point clear, students? Then we move to the second one. So maximum number of nodes in a binary tree of height h is 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. So h is nothing but the height of the tree or level of the tree. So maximum number of nodes in a binary. Here minimum number of is h plus 1. Maximum is 2 power h plus 1. Okay. For example, if you construct a binary tree of height 3. So what does it mean? 3 means 2 power 3 plus 1 minus 1. So that is 16 minus 1. That is 15 nodes it contains. 15 nodes in the tree. So for that we are constructing one example of height 3. I am constructing one example. A is there, then B and C. Next we have D, E, F, G. Next it has H, I, and it has J and K, and it has L and M, and it has N, O. So what is the height of the tree? 0, 1, 2, 3. So height is 3 here. Okay. What is the formula? 2 power h plus 1. 2 power 3 plus 1 minus 1, that is equal to 16 minus 1, that is equal to 15. So in this tree, how many nodes are there? Except leaf node, how many nodes are in this except the root node, with including root node 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that is maximum number of the at height is 2 power h plus 1 minus 1. Minimum number of nodes is h plus 1. These are the two properties. Next, third property, total number of leaf nodes in a binary tree is total number of nodes with two children plus 1. So total number of two children plus 1. For example, total number of nodes in a binary tree is leaf nodes. Total number of leaf nodes in a binary tree is how we calculate total number of nodes with two children plus 1. So construct a tree A and constructing B, and this is C. Then I constructing with D, then E. This one is F, and this one is G. So number of leaf nodes here 1, 2, 3. Number of leaf nodes is 3, and number of nodes with two children is this one and this one, that is 2. So A contains two children, B contains two children. Okay. So what does it means that so total number of nodes with two children plus 1. Okay. So total number of leaf nodes here 3, and total number of children, two children is 2. Okay. So clearly we understand that number of leaf nodes is 1 greater than the two children. So here number of two children nodes is 2, number of leaf nodes is 3, that is 2 plus 1, 3. So it is a binary tree. Understand, students? Last one, maximum number of nodes in any level L is a binary tree is 2 power L. Okay, so that is maximum number of nodes at level D is 2 power L at level D. So construct this example. I am drawing one diagram A, and I am considering left child B, right child C. It has left child D, and right child is E, and it has left child F, and right child is G. So what is the height here? Height is 0, 1, and 2. So 2 power L. 2 power L means 4. So number of maximum number of nodes at level 2 is how many is 4 nodes. Okay, that level is 4. So yes, it's okay. So at level L, so level is 2, at level L, how many nodes are there? 2 power L, that is 2 power 2, that is 4 nodes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the properties of binary tree. Clear, students, or any doubt? I'm waiting for your reply, students. Is it clear? Okay. Next topic is in our syllabus. Just see our syllabus, then you can move the next topic. That is thread and threaded binary tree. So what is thread and threaded binary tree? See here, students. Okay, so generally what is threaded binary tree means, so this is our binary tree represented in linked list. See here, near in this left part, we store the address of the B. Here and right, link, we store the address of the C. Okay, but see here, I am explaining what is threaded binary. So see here, here is we are placing null. So here these blocks of memory is waste. Okay, so here this memory is waste here. So because it has no left and right connection, so we are using here this memory, we are using here memory with null. So here in binary tree, more than 50% of link fields have null. So this is the link field, it contains null, and more memory space is wasted for storing null. Okay, so if you want to traverse with the binary tree, is time consuming. Okay, so one is here we are wasting 50% of memory here, and traversing in binary tree is time consuming. So here in binary tree only we move only downwards. Downward movements are possible only. Start here, then B, then D, then H only. We move only downwards. So these are all disadvantages. What are disadvantages of binary? One is in binary 50% of memory is waste, and traversing in binary is time consuming, and in binary only we move only downward only. Okay, so to overcome all the disadvantages, we are using the threaded binary. So in binary, 50% of link placed with null, but in threaded binary, these null will replaced with the address of some nodes. Okay, so what is threaded binary means? So here link fields which contains null character can be replaced by address of some nodes. Here we instead of null we store the address of some nodes. Okay, some nodes in the tree uh, which is facilitated upward movement in the tree. Actually in a tree we only move downward when we are placing here. Instead of null we are placing address, then we move upward directions. Okay, so these extra links which contains address of some nodes are called as threads. Instead of null we store address, then we call it as a thread. And the tree is termed as threaded binary tree. Okay, clear students? Instead of null we replace some address, we call them as threads. So we call it as a here in null we store some threads, so we call this tree as a threaded binary tree. We call it as a threaded binary tree. Okay, clear students? Uh, Now you understand about threaded binary tree. Okay, now we move to the threaded binary tree. Okay, wait here students, I am downloading. See here, this is the threaded binary tree. So this is the binary tree. Okay, this is the binary tree, and it can be represented in here threaded binary tree classified into two types. One is left threaded binary tree and right threaded binary tree. See here, this tree is represented in this way. A in array in linked representation, A has left link B, right link C, and D is same. This is represented in this way. See here. So in this, after this, it contains null value. It contains null. So we replace this value with some addresses. So right threaded means right side we place some values and left side we kept it as it is. So left threaded binary, left we store some address and right we kept null. So full threaded binary tree means we just store left and right addresses in threaded binary tree. Okay. So see here, this is the pictorial representation of threaded binary tree. Uh, see students. So this is threaded binary tree. See here, in this way, how to represent the threaded binary tree. So left threaded binary tree means so left we connected some address here. So here left I connected, I store the address of A. Here in left I store the address of B. Here in left I store the address of C. Okay. In right I store the address of B. Here right I store the address of A. Here right I store the address of C. I kept left as null because only right binary means just store rights in the right link we store the address of the some node. In left threaded binary means we just store in left link some address of some node and right link we place it as null. Okay, and left and right. So this is threaded binary. Full threaded binary means it stores a left and right address of some node. Okay, clear students? So tomorrow I will discuss. Tomorrow I will show the representation of left and right threaded binary trees by using the tree. Okay, so. I can show the diagram with left and right directions. Okay, so just see in this way how to represent and how we store the address of Yeah, here an address of B. How will you know that you store that address? Means you have to find the in-order successor of that threaded binary tree. So you have to find the in-order successor of that threaded binary tree. So see here. So this is my graph. I want to just here H is null and I is null. Okay. And E left and right childs are null and F left child is null and J left and right. So how we store? First you have to find this tree in order successor. So in order means first left, then parent, then right. So this is in order successor. So after that you have to construct the addresses here in this way. So you just represent this tree in this way. A left child is B. See here in this way you represent. Next, what the diagram is D. See here. See carefully, students. D. E. Here, this is F and this is G. This one is G. Okay. See here. Here left is H. And right is I. So here there is no left and there right. So left subtree means we just connect the left, store the some address in the left. So how we connection is there, how we store which node address we have to store is first you have to find the in-order successor of this node. So this is H. So we want to see here. Here H has right link null and left link null. So right link, so in order section in the previous one is there is no node. So directly connect the address of the root node here. Okay. And coming to first we connect the left subtree only. So here left, so I left is here, I left is D. So we store the address of D here. Consider here E has left B and right here. So left you store the address of B and right you store the address of A. Similarly, F here left A, right J. So store address of left. So already there is a right J address is there. So left and right is left A, right is J. Okay. And G here, G left is C, but so G left is C. So G left is C. So right you connect A. Okay, in this way you have to represent C here the pictorial. Okay, I right child is connected B and left is I and H has D and left is I. So how we connect means we just find the in order successor and traverse the tree. So in this way you have to connect the threaded binary tree. Okay, clear students? And tomorrow we will discuss about next topic in our the fourth unit is after computed binary tree, then we move to the balanced binary tree. So balanced binary tree is nothing but AVL tree. So you can see tomorrow AVL tree, then heaps. Okay, then we construct heap. Okay, today we end the session, and anybody has any queries, please write a message in chat box. Thank you, students. Today we end the session.